Welcome. In this video, let's discuss about what is a Solana account. So I'm going to explain it. What does a Solana account mean in this video? Welcome, dear friend. I'm Solomon Foske, founder of dProgramming University, a free Web3 development education platform. Please note our content are for education purpose only, not financial, trading, investment, programming or development advice into any of the platform discussed. Always do your own research. And please, we may get sponsorship, partnership, token or whatever form during, before or after creating this content, but we try as much as possible to remain unbiased and make it educative. If that agreed on, let's get right into this content. Yeah, as we said, Solana, when you talk about Solana account, you are simply talking about data storage. On Solana blockchain. So what this means is that when I mean data storage, it doesn't have to mean, data can refer to specific data in a program or what you call smart contract on EVM. So that's not just referring to that alone, but you know that anything you store on your system is a data. Your file, your music, then you can start breaking it down to like, okay, this is music files or things like that, but everything is regarded as a data. So Solana blockchain works the same way. Everything is stored in an account. So that piece so if you have Solana blockchain, as this, so everything that's in it, talk of different programs or smart contracts, everything in it have one data or the other in different form and takes a certain space in the Solana blockchain. So in such a case, so we have the Solana blockchain here. So each of these is represented by an account. So see, an account, when you have an account, is a storage where you can store data. The data may now range from code to actual data that the code manipulates, or it can be like Lamport, it can be SPL token, it can be SPL program, token programs and things like that. As long as they take up a space as part of the blockchain, in the way Solana was structured, it need to be an account. So they now vary on different types and how they are used, what they are used for, which we will discuss in upcoming video. But for now, we just want to focus on account and what are some of the features that you will likely see in a Solana account. There are some of them, but let's just see some of the features of a Solana account. It's like, one, it has a data storage. So it can store a piece of data in whatever form. We are not specific about if it's code or something, but it's data. Then it's currently limited to 10 megabytes of data. Once you can store, then you can measure. Like you have your video, your pictures, images, whatever on your computer or your phone, each file, each data has its own measurement. Like, okay, this 1 kilobyte, this 1 megabyte, and things like that. So, like the math, because the blockchain actually aren't built to store each data, because it is costly to maintain those things, to do it. So it's not meant to store a huge, like now we have things like YouTube now. Blockchain like Solana are not built for that. Like you now have all those videos in 100 MB, 100 megabyte, 1 terabyte, and things like that. And then you are storing it here. That would be super expensive for you to manage. Even as cheap as Solana transaction fee is, the storage, it might be cheap compared to like Ethereum and maybe other EVMs like that, but that will quickly run into something massive. So that's why it's limited. It's just basic things, your basic open store token and things like that. And another thing you need to understand is, if you are setting this up and keeping it, require what is called a rent. Just like, if it's either you are building your own house or you are renting it. So there's usually not a free house to just move in, just see a house in the street and then park in and start living. That would be legal in most countries and could put you into legal problem. So for you to actually live there legally, you have to have put money to build it or pay the person that owns it to rent it out. So because you are not actually owning Solana and nobody actually does, then you can only rent part. Think of it as you pay for hosting. A lot of us pay for a lot of things. You pay for Google Drive, you pay for hosting a website as a developer and things like that. So you pay for a lot of things, like ChatGPT now, you pay for it and things. So you are renting, and when you do, you have some storage of it being used based on what you are paying. So you need to pay a rent. Usually there are things like rent exempt and things. Maybe I'll still do a video if you want to learn more about rent on Solana. Let me know in the comment. Maybe I will dedicate a video to explain it further. So it's like each of these is like each land or country, and then each of these like community and things like that. And for you to have a piece of it, you need to pay rent, because actually you can't buy. It's like it's not easy for you to like buy out a country. But you can always go in to acquire a piece of the land or rent it out. So it's the same thing, and each of it can have max of 10 megabytes for you to do. So the rent deposit is required for you to keep data in it. If not, the data could be deleted. So as a developer, you should keep that in mind. That's why there are a lot of charges or fee included when you want to deploy Solana program. You understand? On the Solana blockchain, because some of it will also go for the data, and these are why you have to be very cautious of not pushing too much of data on the blockchain. You may want to host it using other options that are coming up, like compression. When we talk about Solana compression, I think I did an in-depth blog post on that. So all these are kind of things that help to, state compression, making you to host data and like NFT and things like that on your macro tree. At least to some level, this guide give you some details about it, which you can check it out. So if you are not hosting on that, then we have the documentation, like always do, to show you. If I remember, I can put links to this in the description, and also for other ones like the docs as well that you can check out. And usually your account contain these basic things. You can say it like account information. So it contains data like the byte, like we said, then executables that handles things like, is this account executable or not? That means does it contain code that can execute? Then lamp orders, like the small version of Solana, and then who owns it? Who is in charge of this account? Who owns it? So we've learned about different type of program, like the system program, so that assign who owns a wallet based on maybe who deployed the contract, the Solana program, or this, or what they call the smart contract on EVM. So those are the things that are being handled, and all these things matter to manage an account. So that can determine the type of account this is, maybe it's executable or not, and things like that. And in upcoming video, like I said, we'll talk about different types of accounts that we have that you should know, especially if you are learning to develop on Solana Program. A lot of these things are similar, can be confusing, but I can tell you, if you stick around more, subscribe, tap notification bell, you'll get to understand those things. So that's it for this video. Got questions, ask in the comment, like, subscribe, support by using the donation link in the description to support the project, and keep it, and can also recommend for grants, as long as it's Web3 developer, can create helpful grants, as you have seen our content, to help developer of that community understand things better, so you can suggest us or recommend us for those grants of what blockchain or protocol you belong to in any blockchain. I remain Solomon Foske, and always keep the programming spirit and alive. Please do good to humanity and nature with your programming skill, not evil, to make the world and universe a better place for us all. I will see you in the next video. Hope you found something helpful in the video. Peace.